Hello, wherever you may be watching me from around the world. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Femi Akojeno. I am a John Maxwell certified executive coach. I'm going to be using this video to share some tips with you on how to get your needs met. First of all, let me start out by saying this that needs are common to human beings. In other words, needs is something that we all have. Myself who is presenting this video, I have my own needs. Those of you who are watching me, you have your own needs. Needs are common to humankind. Guess what? The rich have their own needs as well as the poor. The educated have their own needs as well as the illiterate. People from the West, they have their own needs, while those who are in the developing countries of this world have their own needs. Needs vary in sizes, in kinds, in types. There are all types of needs out there. So, the fact that you have a need right now does not make you a bad person because guess what? We all have needs. Now, many times people look to get their needs met. Now, let me say this that oftentimes needs are met through other people. It's not going to be an angel. More than likely, maybe you may be the exception, but in most cases, your needs are going to be met by other people. It's not going to be more than likely an angel that will fly out and come and give you money. More than likely, the money you need is going to come through somebody else. Maybe you have a need for food right now. More than likely, it's going to be somebody else that will give you the food. So you get my point. We all have needs, and oftentimes it is human being that will help meet our needs. Now, I believe that we all have that understanding. That's why one of the things many people do in order to meet their needs is to beg. They beg for their needs to be met. So, for example, you see people by the roadside and they're begging for money. I happen to be recording at a studio that is next to a Dunkin' Donuts here in Queens, in New York City, in America. And, there's a couple of ladies who stand by the Dunkin' Donut and will be asking people, can I get some change? Can I get some dollars? Can I get, some of them will ask for a coffee. Can you buy me a coffee? Right? That's a need that this person has, and they are asking somebody else to help meet that need. What I'm saying to you is this one of the things people do when they want to have their needs met is to beg. And recently I was in Nigeria and I found out that there are some people who like to beg, and they like to beg for their needs to be met. And they come at you with something like this. Well, I beg you that you do this for me. Maybe it's money they want. I beg you that you give me money. Maybe it's food they want. I beg you that you provide that food for me. But beyond that, they will also say something like, well, I beg you in the name of God. I beg you in the name of God. Now, it's very possible that wherever you may be watching right now, whichever country that you may be watching right now, you have noticed people who beg in the name of God. And then there are those who will now go on and they will say something like, well, if you give me, God will bless you. If you give me, God will bless you. So I beg you in the name of God. If you give me this thing, God will bless you. Some will even say something like, well, if you do this for me, if you give me this thing, if you meet this need of mine, I will be happy. I will appreciate it. I've heard these things and I said to myself, there has to be a better way for people to get their needs met. And so I want to suggest a different way for you today. Now, remember, I'm a coach, and I'm hoping that what I share with you can actually help get your needs met more than ever before. So, I want to suggest another idea. So, instead of begging people, and you have turned yourself into a beggar, some people have made themselves beggars. They're always begging, always begging. And depending on the part of the world, some people are always begging in the name of God. They're always begging, oh, God will bless you. You know, you will make me happy if you do this. I want to suggest a different method to you, and that is to plead your case. I want to suggest that instead of begging, that you begin to plead your case. So, what does that look like? What does that look like? First of all, let's start with what is it that you need? What is it that you need right now? So, do you need a phone? You need an iPhone or you need a cell phone, whether it's iPhone or Android, you need a phone, right? Okay, so how do you get that phone? Or do you need your rent to be paid? Do you need a tuition to be paid? What is it that you need right now? So first of all, let's start with what do you need? So you've identified the need, right? Then the next thing is why do you need it? Why do you need it? Now, I'm suggesting to you that instead of begging people, oh, do this for me, I need this, help me with this, right? Instead of that, why don't you start with number one, identify what you need, and then secondly, why do you need it? So, you need a phone. Then the question is, why do you need this phone? Now, there are some people, they don't have a laptop, they don't have a computer, their phone is their office. This phone is what they will use. Maybe there's some apps in that phone that they can use to actually make a living. Yes, believe it or not, some people create videos using their phone. They edit videos using their phone, right? They need this phone to do some transactions, to make some money. So the question is, this thing that you need, why do you need it? Now, remember, you are pleading your case. You are not begging, but you are pleading your case. In other words, you are presenting an argument, a proposal, if you will. Now, I'm showing you something here. Instead of having this habit of always begging and begging and begging, well, you want to use an alternative means or an alternative way, and that is pleading your case. And so in pleading your case, you have stated your need. I need a phone. Well, then the next thing is I need it for this, because you are asking someone to meet your need. At least you owe them a reason for them meeting your need, because guess what, they don't have to do it. There is nobody who help meet your need that have to do it. They don't have to do it. You know, sometimes the people you are even asking, they're not your parents, they're not your family members, right? They are total strangers to you, and you want them to meet your need. Maybe you have a feeling that maybe they have the means to help meet your need, and so you are asking them. So approaching them with this begging mentality, I beg you, I beg you. No, it's not the way. I'm suggesting a different method, and that is to plead your case. Now, let me tell you about my own story. You know, I have been approached many times, right? Not just one time, not just two times, not just three times, several times. I've been approached to help meet needs. So people have inboxed me and they say, I need help. Please help me. And then some people are even persistent and they keep begging and they keep begging. And they will say something like exactly what I said. I beg you in the name of God, right? And they will say something like, if you do it, I will be happy. And I'm saying to myself, there is a better way. And I want to do a video to help you understand a better way. And that is to plead your case. All right? So we're up to something here. So I said, number one, what do you need? Number two, why do you need it? Why do you need it? Maybe you need money right now. So I need money. Well, asking or begging someone for money and always begging for money is not the best way to handle things or to do things. How about I need $50,000? That's a big need right there. I need $10,000. I need $500, right? Maybe you are in other parts of the world. Let's say, for example, in Nigeria, I need 5,000 naira. I need 50,000 naira. Well, that is a need. We know what you need now, but for what? What do you need it for? Remember, those who you are approaching to help meet your need, they don't owe you anything. You are not entitled to their money. You say, but they are a billionaire. Yes, they became billionaires because they work hard for it, not for you. Their money is not yours. You are not entitled in any way to their money. So instead of begging, then you plead your case. I need 50,000 naira or $500. I need it for, what do you need it for? I need it to pay my tuition. My tuition is due, and I'm in a university, and I don't want to be kicked out. I want to get a degree so that I'll be able to provide for myself and for my family. So look at what's going on here, right? You have a need, you are presenting what you need, and you are presenting why you need it. Right? And then, thirdly, how can meeting this need make you a better person? How can meeting this need change something in your life? So, if I need 50,000 naira, for example, from Nigeria, that's the currency in Nigeria, I need 50,000 naira, and I'm approaching a total stranger, well, just telling them, please give me 50,000 naira, and God will bless you, and God will bless your family. Please give me 50,000 naira, and I will be happy. I will be very happy if you give me 50,000 naira. That is total nonsense as far as I'm concerned. I try to be political correct about this, but guess what? I just have to say it like it is. That is total nonsense. There's a better way. The better way is, I need 50,000 naira because there is a tuition I need to pay. Now, I'm not telling you to go and lie to people, but I'm telling you that you tell the real thing, right? Explain what you need, why you need it. What is it for, right? Why do you need this thing? What is it for? And then how can it make a difference in your life? So if you help pay my tuition, maybe you are in the final year of college, and I need to pay this tuition. If you help me with this tuition, I'll be able to graduate, and then I'll be able to get a job in the field that I have studied. I'll be able to provide for myself, and I'll be able to provide for my family. Maybe you are the first person to even go to college in your family. So this is a big deal. Being able to meet this need is a big deal. And so if you express it very clearly, well, what you need, why you need it, and how it can make you a better person, or how it can make a difference in your life, guess what? The person you are presenting it to, they are looking at this and they are saying, wow, you need this, and I see what you need it for. It's for something good. It's for something constructive. It's for something productive. And guess what? I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that. You see, sensible people, people who have this mindset of social responsibility, corporate or social responsibility, they want to be a part of something good. Like, wow, I want to be a part of helping you pay your tuition so that you can get a job and support your family. Wow, I would want to be a part of helping you get that phone, knowing that that phone is not just for texting, it's not just for going on Facebook and just, chilling out on Facebook and all that stuff, but that this phone literally is a tool to help you make money. That this phone is a tool to help you to make money. Or maybe it's a tablet you need. Maybe it's a laptop you need. I need this laptop because I'm a student in a college, and there's a program that we use for our educational purposes, or there's a program that I need to install in this laptop, and it can help me to make money. Right? It can help me to be able to fend for myself and even my family. Wow, that is a real need, and that is pleading your case. So it's clear that one, you have a need, right? And you've expressed what that need is, why you need it, and how it can make you a better person. And so, guess what? There are some people we meet in life. We call them helpers of destiny. I'm sure you've heard that, right? And these people you kind of expect, because you call them helpers of destiny, you expect that somehow they will help meet your need. But you know what has happened? Many people have chased away their potential helpers of destiny because all they keep doing is begging and begging and begging. And sometimes, they come using the name of God. I beg you in the name of God. If you are listening to me, I want to encourage you to just cut that out. Stop saying that. Stop saying, I beg you in the name of God. Don't use God's name to do what is wrong, right? And stop, with the, well, if you do it for me, God will bless you. Guess what? God is going to bless them regardless, whether they do it for you or not. So you are not the reason why they will be blessed. Stop saying things like, I will be happy. Why is your happiness their responsibility? Sometimes we don't think about these things. Oh, if you do it for me, I'll be happy. If you do it for me, I'll be happy. As if they are living for your happiness. No, they're not living for your happiness. Now, they can help fulfill your needs, they can help meet your needs. They will be glad to be a part, to contribute to something constructive if you plead your case. So I'm saying to you that there's a difference between begging and pleading your case. So pleading your case will sound something like, I need this thing, it is for this thing, and this is the difference that providing or helping to provide this will make in my life. Most people who, especially people who are philanthropists, they will want to make a difference in your life. They want to make a difference in your life. Now, let me also say this. When you are asking people, think about what you are asking people. What is it that you're asking people? Like, let's say you meet somebody that you think potentially is a helper of destiny, or you feel like, wow, this person, they have the means and maybe they can help. And they are not your family members, they are strangers to you. You need to think carefully about what you are asking them. Somebody reached out to me and said, I there's this bag my sister is selling, and I would like to buy it. I said, okay. And so they reached out to me from Nigeria, and they said this bag is going to cost 5,000 naira. Now, 5,000 naira is nothing to me. For me to give 5,000 naira, that's easy, very easy. I can give multiples of 5,000 naira. But I said to them, what do you need the bag for? So they need a bag, or they want a bag. Let me say it like that. They want a bag that's not a need, and it's not for any serious thing. It's not to meet any serious need in their life. They just want a bag for the sake of wanting a bag. Now, you are reaching out to a stranger. You are reaching out to a potential helper of destiny. Of all the things you can ask for, that's what you're asking for. Wrong thing to ask for. Somebody else reached out to me and said, there's a party going on, and I don't have something to wear. I want to buy something new for the party. A party. That's what you're reaching out to a potential helper of destiny for. A party. Now, why am I saying this thing? I want you to think about it. When you're asking someone who is not your family member, who is not your personal friend, right? Somebody who God could use to be a blessing to you. Of all the things you can ask for, you are asking for clothes to go to a party so that you too can impress other people in the party. Wrong thing to ask for. So when you're asking for something, remember I said stop begging, rather plead your case, right? And if you're going to ask for something, make sure that what you're asking for is something constructive, is something good, is something that will make a difference in your life, is something that will make you a better person. Asking for money to go to a party is just the wrong thing to be asking for, not from a potential helper of destiny. Now, you can ask your friends that. You can ask your family members that. As a matter of fact, you and your family members can be talking about, let's go show off. Let's go show them. But that's your friends. That's your family members. And they contribute to that part of you, fine. But when you are asking a total stranger who maybe even you see their willingness to be of help to you, and of all the things you can come up with, it is clothes for party, you have gotten it wrong. Why don't you think about something that will change your life for real? Like something that will add on to your life. Something that maybe if you get help with that, now you'll be self-sustaining. You'll be able to fend for yourself. Those are the kinds of things that you ask from a potential helper of destiny. I hope I'm making a point here that you understand. So don't just be asking for something to show off. No, Now, there are some parties that are important in some cultures, right? So something like a burial, So here you are, maybe an old parent died, and you don't have the money to bury them, and so yes, it's normal that when somebody dies, you bury them. So nothing wrong with getting some help and pleading your case with someone like, hey, my parents have died. They've really helped me in life. They've really contributed a lot to me. I don't have the means right now. I'm pleading my case for some help. Help me in burying my dead parent. Now, of course, even in that, you are doing the what you're supposed to do. Nothing flamboyant, not because you're trying to impress the whole city, not because you're trying to do more than necessary, right? Nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with, what, I just had a child and I'm going to be christening the child, or in some part of the world they call it naming ceremony, and you're going to do something basic, nothing crazy, not a society naming ceremony, not because you're trying to impress all the Joneses or impress all your friends and doing more than necessary. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with getting help with that. But you see, the real thing I'm trying to show you today with this teaching is this: stop begging. Stop begging. Some people, under the sound of my voice, you've turned yourself into a professional beggar. No, instead of begging, and don't think because you add God's name to it that makes it good. It's still bad. Don't think that you even use your children to beg. What about that? I've seen people, they will use their children to beg. They'll say, my child, get on the phone and beg. It's just wrong. Why don't you, if it is a real need, first of all, let's identify a real need from wants. Because some people, is what they want. Oh, I want this bag. And then you met somebody who could be an helper of destiny in your life, and you're asking them for a bag. Wrong thing to be asking for, right? Just because you want to carry a designer bag. So you're begging someone for a designer bag. No, wrong. It's just wrong, right? So what you need to do is identify real needs, right, and plead your case. This is my need. This is what I need it for. This is how it can make a difference in my life. Now, it's almost like a proposal. Now, do you know that in the real world, this is how it works? Now, some of you may be in parts of the world where things are just, off. How things are done is just wrong. But in the civilized world, this is how things are done. Let me give you an example. In America here, for example, there are over 165,000 foundations. They give money. But do you know that for you to get money from them, some of them will give you $5,000. Some of them will give you $50,000. Some of them will give you $250,000. Some of them will give you $1 million. Some of them will give you millions of dollars. But in order for you to get it, you have to present a proposal. You have to present a proposal. You don't beg for it. You don't say, I beg you in the name of God. I want to help the community. Please give me money. It doesn't work like that. So what you do is you put your proposal together. Here's what I'm trying to do. Here's how I'm trying to make a difference in my community. And these are the things I need. This is the amount of money I need, or this is the building I need. These are the items I need. Right? So you present your case. You are pleading your case in the form of a proposal. And they see it and they say, okay, we want to join you in meeting this need. We love how you have presented this. So now we're going to give you this $250,000, or we're going to give you this 1 million naira. Right? So why? Because you have presented something very solid that makes sense, that somebody else who have the means wants to join in to help meet that need. But if all you are doing is, I beg you in the name of God, God will bless you. It will make me happy. You are just doing it wrong. So using God's name, first of all, you are using God's name in vain and in a wrong way. And secondly, telling people that it will make you happy. Since when does your happiness it becomes their own concern? Are you their family? No. So learn to present and to plead your case and to propose or to put out your proposal. And I'm telling you, you see more of your needs being met like that. Real needs, not wants now, not because you want to impress some people. You see more of your needs. And especially if God, opens a door for you to connect with those who can really be a helper of destiny in your life. If you plead your case, and if you propose some real needs, and really show what difference it will make, people want to. Do you know that there are people who are looking for who to help? Oh, yes, they're looking for who to help, but they are not looking for people who are begging. They are looking for people who are pleading their case. I want you to know that around the world, some of you are in Africa right now, and there are people in America who want to help you, but they're not helping beggars. They are helping people who plead their cases, people who propose clearly their needs, why they need it, what it will help to do, or what problems it will solve in life and in society and all that stuff. They will help you if you will plead your case. I don't want to make this video longer than it should be. I believe I have shared my point with you, and I believe I've made it clear. I would like to know your thoughts on this video. Am I saying something like I don't know what I'm talking about? Or have I made a difference? Have I changed your mindset on how you see begging versus pleading? I would like to know. I definitely want to hear your argument. If you are for what I've said, or if you are against it, I want to see your comment. And there's no comment that's wrong, or there's no comment that's right. I just want to see, your comment. Say something. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on what I have just said. And if this has changed your mind and helped you to understand, to stop begging, but rather to start pleading. And if this has helped you to understand and to differentiate between what you want and what you need and all that, let me know. I will be glad to know about it. I am a John Maxwell certified executive coach, and from time to time, I'll be bringing some teachings that I believe will help grow you and help develop you as a person, as a business owner, as a ministry leader, and all that stuff. I want to thank you for watching this video. If this has been good, please share it with others so that they too can learn from the tips that I've just shared with you today. Please go ahead and like my Facebook page, and also or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you again for watching. Take care now.